really wanted to do something new for this channel, and this is what I came up with. So yesterday I asked you to upload and type out all the latest game that you bought, and I would just rate it for you, whether they're good, bad, etc, etc. And I actually come up with the different rating systems and to give you and basically get you involved in an actual channel and show others as well that you are actually true gamers. Or maybe you're not. No, you are, of course, because you are watching. Now, we got quite a few submissions, and I know that there will be more coming, but I just decided to work what we have right now before I will burn out and get to some different ideas. And here is how we're gonna rate the games of you. So I'm gonna show you the list of the games that you uploaded, and I'm gonna give you the ratings based on the amount of content that these games actually have, or how much content you will get from those games. The story games, like how much story you can get from those games, replayability, how replayable those games are, and I'll also give you individual ratings for each and every one. This will be kind of like a nicknames for you, so it's just for fun. Don't get this too serious. And if it will go well, it will become a series for this channel. So starting to rate your games, the first will be Apshinak or Apishak, or sorry if I will butcher your names. It's just how I read it. So we have Disco Elysium, Crypt of a Necrodancer, Hitman, The World of Assassination, Sea of Thieves, CS2 Prime, Deep Rock Galactic, Dirt Rally 2.0, and Fury. You can see it's quite a mixed bag with a lot of things and amount of content. You know what? I will rate this an 8 out of 10. You can think that there's a lot of content here, but it's really not that much if you're gonna judge from the other games that if you're gonna judge from other lists that we're gonna go through. It's a lot of content, but it's really not that much because yeah, Disco Elysium, it's a lot of content, but you will complete it and you'll be gone with it. Crypt of a Necrodancer is good, but I actually prefer Rift of a Necrodancer a little bit more. Sea of Thieves is a multiplayer game, and depending on whether you play alone or with friends, it will be different. CS2 Prime, yeah, it's the same thing over and over again. It's a little bit different. It's the same content. It's not a variety of content. Deep Rock Galactic is also the same. Dirt Rally is also the same, and Fury is also a little bit different. It's really good, but yeah, I'm gonna rate this 8 out of 10. I'm being a bit harsh here, but yeah, just hear me out. Story-wise, that's a 4 out of 10, because yeah, other than Disco Elysium and Fury, you really don't have a lot of story here. So I'm gonna rate this 4 out of 10 just because of Disco Elysium, because how good it is. But replayability value is definitely 9 out of 10. Like, it's basically perfect. I was really torn between 10 out of 10 and 9 out of 10, but yeah, CS2 Prime, Deep Rock Galactic is just pushing this game, like this list really high. And if you want to give your rating, this is the perfect all-rounder gamer. Just plays a bunch of different games, just want to enjoy it, have a beautiful time. And next on the list is of course Banana, or Banana Nagi, or however it's pronounced. It's Celeste, Hollow Knight, Enter the Gungeon, 9 Souls, Ori and the Blind Forest, Outer Wilds, Civ 6, and No Man's Sky. You can really get what type of games Banana loves. The amount of content, it's an 8 out of 10 as well. It's a lot of content here too, because all of those games can be really long, especially if we're gonna count Civ 6 and No Man's Sky, which basically are infinite games. Story-wise, it goes to a 9 out of 10. It's basically almost perfect. That only thing that is taking it down is probably Civ 6 and No Man's Sky. Replayability, 7 out of 10, because most of the games are simply one and done and complete games. Only thing that is keeping this one up are Civ 6 and No Man's Sky. And if you're gonna go for the rating, I'm gonna call you a platformer all-rounder, because yeah, Celeste, Hollow Knight, Enter the Gungeon, 9 Souls, and Ori and the Blind Forest, yeah, you really can understand what games you love. Next is the channel's favorite, Retro 451, the guy that has been around for years for the channel. And yeah, this is actually a really interesting list. Days Gone, Outer Worlds, Ghost Hunter Wilds, God of War 2018, Sunset Overdrive, Pacific Drive, The Precinct, Borderlands 3 Ultimate, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. And you can see that's a lot of content. Every individual game has a lot of content to complete. Maybe Precinct and Pacific Drive a little bit smaller, and Sunset Overdrive compared to others, but they're still huge games. And I'm gonna give this amount of content 10 out of 10. Yep, that's a lot of content in these games, like a lot. And the same for the story. That's a 10 out of 10 story. Come on. Days Gone, Outer Worlds, even though it's not 10 out of 10, it's still really good. God of War 2018, really good. Kingdom Come Deliverance and Ghost of Tsushima, it's really 10 out of 10 stories. But where this thing goes sideways is replayability. Replayability wise, it's just 3 out of 10. Like most of the games, you just one and done, complete, and you'll move away. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 3 out of 10. As for the rating wise, I'm gonna call you AAA on sale, because I'm pretty sure you bought these games on a summer sale because they were extremely cheap. Maybe not Ghost of Tsushima, because Ghost of Tsushima was expensive a little bit because it just came out on the PC. But yeah, I'm gonna call you AAA on sale. By the way, if you like any of those games, this video is sponsored by Instant Gaming, as always, the channel sponsor, and you can just go to the link down below and get these games for the cheapest price, even if it's not a sale. Now next is Sea Touris, and Sea Touris only gave us 4 games: Cyberpunk 2077, X4, Black Mesa Definitive Edition, and Dead Space. And yeah, even though that's not a lot of games, amount of content, it's still 6 out of 10. Now, only thing that is taking this one down is just amount of games. There's not a lot of games here, but Cyberpunk 2077 is a huge game, but X4 is basically an infinite game, so amount of content here is really, really big. Story-wise, I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. Only thing that is taking this down is actually X4, because there is not a lot of story in X4, and all other 3 games, it's basically perfect. And replayability is just 4 out of 10. Yet only thing that is giving you the replayable value is X4. Maybe Cyberpunk 2077 as well, but other games are just one and done deals. And I'm gonna give you the rating, the busy guy, because you only have time for 4 games. So yeah, you must be really busy. Next is Omnispider, which has Slay the Spire, Death Stranding 2, The Altars, Expedition 33, The Witness, Astrobot, Balatro, Subnautica, Split Fiction, and Hades. And man, this is probably one of the best lists that we got here, because the amount of content is perfect 10 out of 10. Come on, the amount of content that you get from these games. Slay the Spire is basically an infinite game. Balatro is basically an infinite game. Death Stranding is really big. Altars, it may be a little bit smaller. Expedition 33 is really big. Witness and Astrobot are also smaller ones. Subnautica is also really big because it's a really big survival game. Split Fiction is a bit shorter, and Hades is quite a long game. You can play this for a really long time. Because the number of games and because of the great games, I'm gonna give you a 10 out of 10 here. By the way, I'm being really subjective with every single one of the ratings, so you can just easily disagree with me. No worries. Story-wise, I'm also gonna give you the 10 out of 10. Come on, Death Stranding 2, Expedition 33, Hades, and Subnautica in a list. Come on, this has gotta be 10 out of 10. And replayability value, yep, I'm gonna give you 6 out of 10. And by the way, 6 out of 10 is not bad. Like anything below 4 is bad, but 5 means average, 6 is above average, 7 is highly above average, etc, etc. So replayability value, I'm gonna give you just 6 out of 10 because there are a lot of replayable games here, but not all of them. As the rating wise, I'm gonna give you a rating not COD player because you have quite exquisite taste there, sir. Next is Odd Lickens. I'm gonna just call you Odd, and you have Neverwinter Nights 2 Enhanced, Monster Hunter Wilds, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, The Altars, Zindan Slipper 2, Octopath Traveler 2, Noida, Persona 3 Reloaded, Kunitsugami, and 9 Souls. Yeah, and yeah, here is a bit a split decision for me because the amount of content is something between 9 and 10 out of 10, but I'm just gonna give you 9 out of 10 because yeah, there's a lot of content. Some games are a bit smaller, but other games are really, really big ones. So I'm gonna give you 9 out of 10, but you can just say that I probably would say go for 10 out of 10. So you can just call it 9.5 out of 10. It's really close to 10 out of 10 for me. Story-wise, the same. It's really close between 9 and 10. So let's say it's 9.5 out of 10. Really, really good one story-wise. And replayability value, yep, it's 5 out of 10 because those games are really not replayable, not as much, but it's also, some of them are also really replayable as well. So we can just go with the perfect average, 5 out of 10. And rating-wise, I'm gonna call you no number, no game. Because yeah, most games here are either sequels, are in plural, or have some number in the title. So yeah, no number, no game. Next is Kieran with Mountain Blade 2, Everspace 2, Resident Evil 6, Ark Survivor Evolved, Satisfactory, Spider-Man Remastered, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, Max Payne 3, and Mirror's Edge. And yeah, amount of content, come on. With just Bannerlord, Ark, Battlefield games, and Satisfactory, yeah, this is just 10 out. You're gonna play this for a really long time. Story-wise though, yeah, not really the best stories here. Probably the best one here is Spider-Man and Max Payne and Mirror's Edge, even though they're not the best. So I'm gonna give you a 4 out of 10, just slightly below average story-wise. And replayability, yeah, I'm gonna give you 8 out of 10. Like there are a lot of replayable games here, especially Bannerlord and Satisfactory, and of course Ark Survival Evolved as well. And rating, I'm gonna give you the get backs for the price, and because yeah, you just probably paid really low prices for these games, and you are getting a lot from those prices. And next is Issa Takan. I'm gonna call it just Issa, and you have really good list here as well. Expedition 33, Forza Horizon 5, Moonlighter, Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare 2, Lies of P DLC, Metaphor of Fantasio, Tales of Berseria, Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, Star Ocean Second Story, and Danganronpa 1.2 Reload. And amount of content, yeah, definitely 10 out of 10. That's a lot of content. If you're just gonna take Metaphor of Fantasio, it's probably gonna be 10 out of 10. And an amount of content, it's a lot of content here. Story-wise, I'm gonna give you 8 out of 10. Like most games have absolutely amazing story, but probably like Forza Horizon and Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare are decreasing your rating a little bit down. And replayability, I'm just gonna give you 6 or maybe 7 out of 10. Let's say 7 out of 10. Because yeah, even though most games are here just one and done, like Forza Horizon 5 would take you really long time. And rating-wise, I'm gonna give you J Gamer because you have a lot of JRPGs here and a lot of Japanese games or Japanese style games. So yep, you probably are into Japanese games, so I'm gonna give you J Gamer gamer rating. And don't worry, we have last 3 left with Color, also really old supporter of the channel. We have Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Star Wars Dark Forces Remastered, 2 Point Campus, Thronefall, Transport Fever 2, Sword Ship, Dystopica, Egypt, Old Kingdom, Planet of Lana, and Pools. Those are really weird games, right? But amount of content, I'm gonna just give you 6 out of 10. That's not all games have a lot of amount of content, but still, you're gonna get quite a lot, so I'm gonna give you 6 out of 10. Story will be 7 out of 10 because, yeah, most games don't have really good stories, but yeah, some indie games here do. And so, yeah, I'm gonna give you story. So I'm gonna give you 7 out of 10. And replayability wise, I'm gonna give you just 6 out of 10. Not all games here are really replayable, and they're not probably bought to be replayed because, yeah, the rating wise, I'm gonna give you no indie, no game because, yeah, those are some really good indie games right here. Next is by Archil, probably someone from my homeland, Borderlands 3, Hogwarts Legacy, Medieval 2 Total War Attila, Space Engine, and Knights of Honor 2 Sovereign. And yeah, amount of content, I'm gonna give you 10 out of 10. Come on, those are strategy games. 10 out of 10 amount of content. Borderlands 3 is also really big. Hogwarts Legacy is also really big. All of them have absolute huge amount of content. Story-wise, I'm gonna give you 5 out of 10. Only average story here is held by Hogwarts Legacy, and it's even not that great. Borderlands 3 story absolutely sucks, and the rest have no story at all, especially Space Engine. Replayability value, I'm gonna give you 10 out of 10. Come on, like, all of the games can be replayed basically infinitely. Maybe not Hogwarts Legacy, but yeah, Borderlands 3 replayed a lot of times. Total War games, Space Engine can be replayed, and Knights of Honor also can be replayed by a lot of it. And rating wise, I'm gonna give you Strategium Leviosa because you are a strategic lover with a tinge of Harry Potter there. Yeah, no, that was weird. And last but not least is Os? Okay, whatever. It's Red Dead Redemption 2, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, starting with really huge with Sony here, Color Obscure Expedition 33, Marvel Rivals, Valorant, Rainbow Six Siege, Detroit Become Human, another Sony, Wolf Among Us, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Amount of content, definitely 10 out of 10. Story-wise, definitely 9 out of 10 because, yeah, the Sony games are really, really good here. But yeah, Marvel Rivals, Valorant, and Rainbow Six Siege just taken a little bit away from this. If without those, it would have been 10 out of 10. And replayability, I'm gonna give you 6 out of 10 because, yeah, most games here are single-player story games. And yeah, probably replayability value is increased by Marvel Rivals, Rainbow Six Siege, and Valorant. And rating-wise, I was split between Sony Pony, but I chose something different, and I gave a rating Sometimes I Like Paid because, yeah, you play Valorant and Rainbow Six Siege. And this video is sponsored by channel's partner and supporter, Instant Gaming. If you want best games for the best prices all the time, all year round, without waiting for any sales, Instant Gaming is the way to go. You can find all types of games for all the different platforms, and most importantly, for the cheapest prices possible. And I also partner with Instant Gaming for epic game giveaway of your choice. So click the link in the description down below for your chance to win. Thanks to Instant Gaming for their support, and now let's get back to the video. This was all the submissions, at least at the moment of the recording of the video, and it was really interesting to see what type of games that you play, and I really enjoyed that you have such a varied taste. I haven't seen a single EA Sports games, I haven't seen a single Call of Duty here, and I haven't seen single really expensive games, which I really like. You really value your time, you really value your money, and I like gamers like this. So yeah, just tell me what you think about my ratings and how you would, and what games also you have, and maybe we're gonna do this second part of this one, and maybe maybe it will become a series, who knows. Until then, don't forget to subscribe, check out my other videos somewhere right here, doesn't matter. Don't forget to like if you like this video, dislike if you didn't like it, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Take care.